Hello everybody. Friday evening, just got back from work and I've dragged this out again and taken it for a ride, and knocks it very successfully. And I've been thinking about this bike while I've been at work, and it's got 1700, is it 1700 kilometres? Yeah, 1742 kilometres on the clock. That's very low mileage for a 2008 bike. What's wrong with it? Gearbox. Pussy ears put a brain to it as well, and you put your brain to it, and you can't select any gears. It doesn't want to shift from first to second. Another one here now. Don't see you very often, do we? You can't get neutral when the engine running. It's not clutch drag, and I've come to the conclusion that the gearbox has not been set up properly from the factory, because there's a great big cardboard box full of receipts and paperwork and everything. I went through them, took them all to work with me, and I sat there in the evenings just going through it. And there's a ferocious amount of invoices from Hitchcock's, and he'd been buying gearbox bearings, all sorts of bits and pieces for the gearbox, gaskets, and all. He's been in there, but he hasn't sorted it out. Now, the 4-speed gearboxes, which were on the Bullets, the work was already done for them by Royal Enfield at Redditch. They'd actually made them, and Royal Enfield in India just copied them faithfully, and they're the same. They're no problem. But these, they were left to their own devices to design their own 5-speed, and they're not as good as, well, 90% of them are okay. They're fine. 10% of them aren't. And I think that the people in the factory that set them up didn't really know what they were doing. So until I have this cover off, which he's had off in the past, and have a look in there and have the clutch off and have the shafts out, I reckon that the selector mechanism has not been set up properly. And it's a shame, really, because that explains the low mileage, because it is unrideable. You know, he did well to get 1700 kilometres out of it, but yeah. So I don't feel like pulling it apart tonight. I've just done 7 till 7 every day this week, and then a 127-mile ride home in the worst traffic I've ever seen in my life, over the Dartford crossing around the M25. And I just don't feel like doing it tonight, so I'm not going to do it tonight, but I will do it over the weekend. But yeah, so all's not good in here, but it will be good in there, because I shall have it all apart and stripped and find out what's going wrong. It's just not getting things very easily. It's not getting, like I say, you cannot get neutral at all. And if you start it up in neutral with the neutral light on, it doesn't want to go in first gear, it doesn't want to go in second gear. I mean, you have to really almost force it into first gear, and then it doesn't want to, it jumps through second and goes into third, and it does all sorts of queer things. So, another job to do, but it explains a lot. That's why the mileage is so low. And I read a review online of a guy that bought one of these brand new, and he had exactly the same problem. He couldn't get neutral and everything, and he took it back to the dealers on the first service, and they said that the gear linkage had been wrongly assembled. So they put that right, and he said he could get neutral very easily after that, and it was no problem. The gearbox was no problem. So I guess this one's the same. I don't give up, but I mean, I have got a brand new gearbox in stock, which I was going to put in the little 350 Bullet, my winter bike, and just haven't had the time to do it. So it's a brand new gearbox and clutch, exactly the same as this, brand new, but it doesn't mean to say it's any better. So that's just an update of where I am with this thing at the moment, and I want to be out and about, you know. It's but work's got in the way, as it always does. And I am going to change the handlebars. These handlebars don't look right on this. You know, you need sort of dropped handlebars really. So I'll probably get some ace bars, or may even just turn these ones upside down. I don't know. But I need to sort out the mechanical side of it really. There's nothing wrong with it engine wise, it runs well. It's one of the more powerful 500s, but then again the engine's been breathed on by Watsonian. So there we are, just an update video, and there'll be another video tomorrow because I shall be out and about on something or other, exploring the back countries and having a look at stuff. Don't know what bike I shall be on. You'll have to wait till tomorrow and find out, because not even I know. But I'm definitely going out tomorrow on a bike of some description, and it won't be that big Honda. I'm not in the mood for that. You've got to be in the right frame of mind to ride that old girl. So there you are. I hope you had a good week, and you know, it's just a fill-in video really, just to say what I found, you know. I haven't read all the stuff that's come with this bike, but all the things that I needed to look at have been looked at, you know. Yeah, not very keen on this. Just a piece of stainless steel just bolted on there. That's not very nice, is it? I mean, the bullets have got Royal Enfield written on there, and they're painted black. And it just looks like an afterthought. Just fills the gap in, I suppose, but there's little bits and pieces I'm going to change on this. Little bits and pieces, not much. But I want to get it out on the road. That's what I want to do. I want to see it performing properly and do a video for you, leering around the back roads like some demented juvenile, which is of course what I am in my head. The mirror says something different, but there we are. Okay, well there you are. I'll leave you looking at it, and I'll see you out and about tomorrow on something, and I'll think of a subject to natter about while I'm riding around, because it'll be on a bike that you've seen before, I expect. Probably one that I haven't done a lot of videos on. But anyway, I'm rambling now, and I'm starving hungry, and I'm going to get something to eat. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care, ride safely, bye bye.